With 120 kilometres of pistes, one of the finest snow parks in the Alps, and miles upon miles of pristine off-piste, is this the best ski resort you've never heard of? Popular with the French, but relatively unknown in the UK, Laux in France's Isère region will fly under the radar for many international travellers. Ask anyone who's visited, and they are full of praise. But can it really be a hidden gem, or is it hidden for a reason? Let's find out! Quick ethics statement: I was invited to check out Laux by Isère Tourism, the region's tourist office, and they covered all the costs for the trip. I've not been paid a fee to make the video though, and they have no control or approval of what goes in it. Right, let's crack on! The first positive for Laux is the transfer time. The resort's just over an hour from Grenoble Airport and about 90 minutes from Lyon, where we flew into. We got a taxi to the resort, then checked into our accommodation. This is Les Granges, our accommodation here. I think I'm saying that correctly. French is about the one language I can vaguely pronounce. Great, ski in, ski out-ish. Yeah, well, not ish. We'll go with that bit of mud. A little bar just down there. For a little bit of après. Lift's just there. Perfect location. Les Granges de Laux is basic but clean and in a great location. It's also terrific value too, with prices from £353 per person for a 2-bedroom self-catering apartment for a week. There are 3 bases in Laux. We stayed in the largest, Prep Hotel, which has a modern feel with plenty of bars, restaurants, ski hire places and shops. There's an indoor shopping centre with a nice Sherpa supermarket to stock up for the week, and even a shopping centre bar. We had an explore, ate a lovely meal at Le Cactus next to our apartment, then got an early night ahead of our first day on the slopes. That's interesting. I lift with a little conveyor belt at the end so you can get off it. Never seen that before. So we got a couple of local guides with us here. We've got a lady who works for the tourist office and a ski instructor who grew up around here showing us around, which is fantastic. So I think we're going to get the best places to ski and not do what I do at every other resort, which is find all the good runs the final day. Lovely. There are 51 different runs in Laux, and it really does feel like a great place for a mixed ability group, with a range of green, blue, red and black runs. There are even 7 special black freeski runs, which we got to ski once our legs had warmed up. This is just incredible. It's not early in the day, and look, just powder everywhere. This would be a big resort. This would be nothing like this. Such a good feeling. Is it always this quiet here?
Most of the time it is, because it's very wild. We are in the mountain and it's so beautiful. You have to come here.
Laux got a real local mountain feel to it. It doesn't seem to be loads of seasonaires coming out for a year, because there's not a big party scene. There's no nightclub, there's bars, there's après-ski stuff, but you're not going to be out kissing people at 2 a.m. Well, you might be player, but most people won't be. So it's got sort of quite a sort of nice local vibe. Everyone seems to know each other. Our ski instructor friend that's showing us around, everyone, she keeps bumping into people she knows around the mountain. It's just a really nice vibe. There's a lot of things going for it for British tourists as well. So I'm surprised it's not more well known for us. It's 45 minutes from the airport, which is massive, particularly if you're thinking of ski weekends that I quite used to like doing in my youth. I appreciate that break. Today's Monday, I'm running the Rome Marathon in 6 days' time. So whilst I want to ski as much and as hard as I can, I also am slightly aware to try and take it easy. That's not what we've been doing this morning. Everything with this little fella around on the tracks is part of this tiki route, which is the beginner's loop of green and blue runs that takes you all the way around the mountain, which I know my kids would love. Great little thing for families coming here, that. Great little thing for Robbie with tired legs.
Good sleep?
What is this thing? Just a sleeping acorn?
Yes, just to relax and eat your picnic and enjoy also the view.
This is a nice little sleeping bed on the mountain. I definitely would abuse this privilege and just come here for hours at a time. I think if I was here all the time. That's relaxing. Look at this view. For some reason, Laux seems to have named most of its ski runs either after animals or mushrooms. I think mushrooms are a big thing here. So they've got a few of these, you see that? Barbecue things around, so you can bring your saucisson or your steak hash or whatever French meat type thing you want, and you can just have yourself a little barbecue up the hill, which is a great alternative to mountain restaurants or other things. I mean, it's faff, but it's nice, isn't it? It's a very friendly resort. So one thing I should say is this is one of the cheapest resorts in the Alps, if not the cheapest, for the mileage you're getting. 40 euros for a day pass. If you're buying 6 days, you get it cheaper. It works out 39 euros each. If you're a student, I think it's something like 19 euros 50. I'll put it down in the graphics and that. But I don't think I can think of a single resort, or I've seen a single resort, where you can get 120 kilometres of pistes and loads of off-piste and such good skiing for that price. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. I'm sure you will. So good day on the mountains, a nice little disco nap there from me, and now we're heading out to try something I've never done before. Snowshoeing. It's my first ever walk in snowshoes. Just a bit like walking really. Got sticks. Your feet move, you've just got mega grip. So it works out on the steeper bits. So Pascal, our guide, was just telling us about the history of the resort, and it started in building it in 1971 apparently, after the Grenoble Winter Olympics down the road, and there wasn't electricity and stuff like that here beforehand, and so it's been going since then. There's a lot in snowmaking because obviously climate change and all that. Yeah, it's nice getting this behind the scenes expertise look at things that you don't get when you go on a normal ski holiday. We've got some more fun things we get to do tomorrow, but you know, learn all about a mountain rather than just ski it. I find really interesting. So we've made it to our target, which was the top of the chairlift. A bit of a feeling of pride having done it, because it was quite tiring. Got a bit of blistery heels, which will be great for the marathon. So I can just try and do everything I can to do as bad a time as I can in a marathon, but it's wonderful just being somewhere you couldn't really normally get to at this time. The mountain's closed and there's no one around. Love it. Tuesday morning, and it's an exciting day if you're a bit mountain geeky, because today we get to go up with ski patrol and see what it's like opening up the mountain. It's the Steph, our ski patroller guy, is showing us around, has been explaining the building behind their base. That's where if someone's injured on the mountain, they'll radio down to them and tell them what's going on, what they think the injuries are. And then there's sort of like a woman in a little control booth who can liaise with helicopters if needed, which can be there in 5 minutes from down in the valley to rescue someone. There's an x-ray machine in there. It's amazing seeing all this. Now we get to go up with him.
We use explosive. It looks like a big sausage, okay?
Yeah.
And then we use some la mèche. What is that?
The fuse.
Yeah, the fuse or the detonator.
Detonator.
But these long things that we use is black thunder.
If it's been snowing before they open up the mountain, they have to do avalanche control to make sure that snow's not going to fall on people when they're skiing. And the way they do that generally is by blowing things up. So there's different ways. There's throwing explosives and detonating them. We've got these little snow cannons around that fire sort of rockets that blow things up, and they blow things up by helicopter. How cool is that? We're just blowing things up. There's 5 levels of avalanche danger. We're on level 3 now, which is still danger. At every level there is some danger of things, but level 5 is the top one, and that's when they shut the mountain, basically.
So this is, a thermometer for the temperature,
Yeah.
and it can be connected to my telephone. Then everybody in France who have this application can know exactly temperature, hygrometry, wet things. So that's quite good. So I usually start with that. We need to have some sort of a fresh snow around and make sure that the data are good. So we start by the wind. We got these little rubalies over there, and today the wind is not very strong, as you can see. So I'm just going to write down everything that I see, and if I cannot see it, I just write it down differently. Today, like we don't see the sky, so I'm not going to talk about the clouds, or I just write what I see, even if I know that 10 meters after we're going to have a bright sky. It's just what happening here. It's what we write. The temperature is very high, plus 1.2, which is positive. So I fill up that carrots, okay, with the snow today. All right. Good. I put that in my little bag. And I can know with this little balance what's the weight of the snow in a cube meter. So I got actually 1.2. I double it, so 1.2 by 2 is like 240 kilos by cubic meters.
I'm going to say...
I cut the suspense, exactly.
Oh, I got it right.
That, yeah. Yesterday we had some...
Meteorologist.
There's plenty of great part in the job. Snow control is a great part of the job. It's usually early in the morning. Blow up the explosive, make sure that the slopes are safe for the customers. We are the first one beyond the snow, so yeah, opening the slopes, very good too, and just being able to help, as long as everything is safe. And but yeah, we live in the mountains and we love being here. Worst part I would say helping an injured kid who's been, hit by someone too fast and someone not intelligent enough to make sure that his own responsibility is something tricky. People are in holiday, sometimes they're just silly, and being responsible of an accident, I wouldn't like that. So my message is make sure that when you get fun, everybody should have fun at the same time.
After learning about the world of ski patrol, we rejoined Ariane, our guide, and continued exploring the mountain. It's good, isn't it? So I'm just giving you hot chocolate at the lift. You don't get that everywhere, do you? Class act, they say, Luge. They say that. Sure, it's just hot chocolate, yeah? Can't speak. There's a lot of lovely off-piste here, isn't there?
It is very nice. We have easy and quite steep off-piste. So
if I can do it, it must be easy.
No, you're a good skier actually. You can go almost everywhere.
All right.
Good job.
Thank you. It's just mad how much powder there is. This would be a big result. This is gone by like 10.
Cheers! Yes! Good!
The great thing about this resort is the amount of kilometres of pistes that are in amongst the trees. It'll give you a lot of shelter if the weather turns bad. This is lovely around here. Reminds you of the lower region of Whistler when I used to live there. Lovely stuff. So the end of the day's skiing, but not the end of the day's activities, because we're off to do something, but I don't have any idea of what it is. All it said in the itinerary is it's called Snakegliss, so I presume it involves a live snake. So for what I can gather, Snakegliss appears to be some kind of plastic snake that you sit on it, like some kind of mega sledge. So we got a man I'm going to call our snake pilot, snake leader, chief snake. He's going to be in charge of the snake, and we just have to sit on the snake and go down the mountain. But we're just waiting for all the skiers to go so we don't kill them. Snakegliss away! Oh, I like it! Not sure what to make of Snakegliss. It's in a worrying development. The snake master has allowed someone else to drive the snake, which I'm not convinced is going to end brilliantly. I at the back of the snake this time, which is apparently the more wiggly end, the tail. I think Snakegliss would be a good fun thing for the family. I know my kids enjoy it, but you got to be 10 to Snakegliss apparently. So you can do it if you're like 10 or older. Adults and children above 10 can do this, what we're doing here, like a half-hour little descent down on your Snakegliss. But if you've got young children, they can do it at the end on the nursery slope. So the adults and the old children can do this, and at the end, the younger children can take part in the snake craze that's sweeping the nation. Merci beaucoup.
Merci à vous.
Vous avez Snake fantastique.
Merci. Thank you very much.
Serpent.
Thank you very much.
Serpent-glisse. Au revoir, Snake.
C'était excellent.
Busy day today because, as well as the joy of hanging out with Steph, the quite frankly quite attractive ski patroller earlier, who taught us everything about the world of ski patrol and the world in general, then some great skiing with some great guides, and then going a Snakegliss. Now we're learning about the dameurs, the people who make the piece all nice and corduroy. Should have a lovely day. Amazing seeing the runs in reverse, like going up the hill to a lift. Look at that view. Does it have a horn?
Vous avez une tu peux faire esquiver le truc? Ah ouais.
Hey! Childish. Off to dinner now. That is how you should get taken to your restaurant by a snow plough, snow groomer thing. Really interesting. They work in 2 shifts, one from like the end of the mountain closing till 1 AM and then at 1 AM to 8 in the morning. After a busy day, we headed to bed and woke up to beautiful sunshine.
Okay, so on you have a piper. Okay, so the piper, it has 2 modes: the mode that send the emission and the mode that received. Okay, so you are all into sending motions. Okay, and me, if I move it like this, I am going into searching. Okay, so this is for avalanche in any case somebody is under an avalanche. So I will go over there and you are coming to pass one by one in front of me, just to check that everybody is connected. Okay, into the bags you have 1 shuffle and 1 big stick. Okay, if it's in a probe, thank you. And so it's in any case we have to find somebody. All right, so this is always going together. This alone is useless. We need the shuffle and the probe.
So it's our last morning in the resort and Adrienne, our brilliant guide, is taking us into the off-piste, but properly off-piste, whereas before we were in just by the sides of other pistes. This time we need to be safe, so we've got our avalanche sort of receiver and transponder, is that the word? So basically, if you did get an avalanche, very unlikely, that would give off a signal when the other people can come rescue, is the idea. But you've got to be safe. Just testing it.
It is. I need to find a number very close to you. It is okay. You are safe, you can go.
Have you ever been involved in an avalanche?
No, never. Hopefully, I still cross my fingers.
Excellent. This is Vallon du Prat, which is the most famous run in the resort. It's a black run. There's 2 entry points. The first bit's a bit steep. Didn't fancy that, so going to enter at the second point here. See how it is. I'm certainly not a good enough skier to do this whilst holding a GoPro. That's my favourite run on the mountain. In fact, my favourite run of the season, I think. I've been away 3 times, I absolutely love that. I've never done a huge amount of powder skiing, and I don't think I'm particularly good at it, but it's nice having an amazing instructor to give you tips as you ski along. What resorts! Keep saying it. So as you've probably gathered by now, I really like this place. Who's it for though? Because not every there's no resort that's right for everyone. I think on mountain, everyone will have fun, from absolute beginners to experts. There's loads of stuff to progress onto. Lovely little green and blue loop all around the 3 villages if you're a beginner, and there's plenty of red and black stuff and lovely off-piste as well for you, so you can be an expert skier and you have a great time here as well. I guess in terms of skiing, I guess the only people are those who want to clock up hundreds of kilometers, but there's 120 kilometers of piste. It's a lot. It'll keep me easily busy for a week, but if you're someone who wants to ski a new area every couple of hours, then maybe not for you. But yeah, there's loads to do. Off the mountain, we've been staying in Prephotel, which is the biggest of the 3. If you're here for nightclubs and massive après ski, probably not going to find that here. There was a lively bar at the weekend when we got here, down at Cactus sort of thing, that had a bit of après ski in the afternoon, but you're not going to get late night drinking and all that. But apart from that, perfect for families, perfect for people who aren't really interested in mad nightlife, perfect for people who want to go and ski a lesser known resort with a more sort of family vibe. The people here are really friendly, and I know we've been on a press trip, so you're going to meet people that you wouldn't, but I keep bumping into people when I'm in the town, whether it's Steph the ski patroller we met yesterday, or one of the instructors that we've skied with or bumped into, sort of thing. And even in the place you come for breakfast every morning, down at the bottom of the hill, they've been really friendly and said hi to us every day. So it does feel somewhere you could go if you don't want that anonymous huge ski resort feeling. Somewhere that you'll go and within a week you feel like a local.
I asked our guide Ariane to show us the best blue run on the mountain, and she took us to this, Crête Garnier.
This is lovely. You come across this ridge here and you've got wonderful views on either side and ahead of you. Massive mountains.
After the stunning views along the ridge, the run drops down into the trees. A lovely little blue piste.
This is the Luge. I've done one of these in Chamonix before. They're a lot of fun. Apparently the advice is not to brake until the end, so let's go for it. You're in control of your little luge. You get to choose how fast you go. There's a brake handle, so if you do want to take it slowly, you can. Off we go, and you got 3 minutes of just a nice pleasant climb. You can see the one we did in Chamonix in my Chamonix video, which the kids loved as well. So a good activity for the family. Not sure what age you have to be to do it, but they're always fun. Good mountain pursuit. Okay, we're at the top now. It's time to accelerate. I'm accelerating. Here we go. Right, we're off. No braking. Just said brake. Is that real? Ah, my God! Yeah, no braking. It's quite hard work. Still not braked. Still not braked. What fun! Didn't brake. It's the Snowpark. I mean, I'm not doing the jumps, but I'll show you it. You're right.
That's why. You right?
Did you get it?
Yeah. Extra small, that's my level.
Yeah.
Whoa, extreme. Okay, let's give this a go. This could go very wrong. Oh my word. Sick air, Robbie. Extreme. Well, it's our final run here in Laux, and it has been absolutely fantastic. Thank you to everyone who's made it happen and helped us along the way. We've had a really good time. 100% recommend this as a destination. I've already been looking up accommodation for next year to take my family here, so that's a good recommendation. Loved it, absolutely loved it. Back with more skiing videos soon.